The question is still at the moment, what kind of a strategy are the Orcs going for? For a long time, we saw Mass Wyvern play. This seemed to be the most prominent and the most promising, with the most wins going the way of the Orcs, but the strat seems to have disappeared. Mostly. Still see it mixed in every now and then. Hammerfall used to be a very popular map for the Mass Wyvern play indeed, but not this time, no sir. It's a fast tech for Lin, but going for a late Headhunter build here.
Ooh, interesting. Alrighty. We go for creeping the blade early. Happy is trying to steal this. And Lin gets a little bit of assistance from the Hydra here. Items are crucial in this matchup. You need to pimp the Blade Master, plus keeping him safe. Happy with the revenge creep on the right-hand side. Items still up for grabs. We do not have a reveal here. Chance for Lin to get something, but Happy is just a tiny little bit faster as the ghouls dominate the early game on the ground, as they oftentimes do. And Happy pauses the game just as we're synced.
Yeah, I think not the best... One of the worst start, rather, I should say, for Lin so far. The big danger always when playing Blade Master only in the early game, skipping units and just rushing tech, is that the undead opponent can totally run away with levels. If he takes one green camp after the next, a couple of oranges, all of a sudden he's level 3. But that wasn't really the case. Happy was creeping the small green camp into another green camp. So slow start by Happy, and dare I say, maybe not the most efficient creep route.
Alrighty, we go to the Makrura camp, where more water elementals will be slaughtered. Can Lin kill some ghouls and drain some coils? Happy has a newfound love for the dust, using that basically every single time, multiple times in this early. And of course the ghouls are healing up on Blight. Very little to acquire for Lin currently. And that Makrura will get him close to level 3. More reveal. Yeah, and then with that, no chance for the Blade Master to do anything here. Lin, it is Headhunters, man. I'm not entirely sold. I still think Wyvern are the better option. But okay, helps creeping in the mid game.
Headhunter plus Tauren combo, I think, has really good potential, especially if you don't go too heavy on the Headhunters. Are we gonna see a Tauren Totem then, is the question. There are enough resources now available for Lin. Never mind. Goes for the heal self, so you may have to wait a little bit longer. Or is this just straight up pure Headhunters? The big danger there, of course, is, as we've known for a long time, the Dark Ranger, the Black Arrow. Orcs seem to think, and I think for good reason, that pure Berserker doesn't work because of that Dark Ranger danger.
Dark Ranger danger, I like that one. Yeah, I definitely agree. We've seen walkers a bit in the mix to make Headhunters more squishy and to have Dispel, but of course a very, very expensive way of playing this. We see Happy only on ghouls. No Fiend transition just yet, as there is no air. Oh, DK coming in. A little bit of healing. Nothing to steal anymore. So far, both players pretty clean.
Death Knight very strong right now. 1 or 2 hits and a coil could easily lead to a kill. Surprised he's not using the Hex here to create some distance to this Death Knight. A little bit of a block might be enough. As the Blade Master is scouting the undead main base, seeing nothing surprising here really. But if Lin gets out of this early game losing no Headhunters before Berserker training, I think he's going to count that as a success.
Alrighty, on the other side we do have the Fiend transition. Walkers ready in 20 seconds, or Tauren Totem ready in 20 seconds. Burrow also lining up in time. Very conservative when it comes to spending gold. We have a Spike upgrade coming for the incoming Ghoul push. Very nice to see that upgrade.
Yeah, really good idea, I think. Happy, as many undeads will try to go for a power timing with the Frenzy. Still a little bit away, by the way, so Happy is flexing already before Frenzy and tier 3 is even there. But yeah, low levels and no Berserker training yet makes Lin very passive.
Yeah, can't really do anything right now. DK level 3, Oppression. Blade Master Shadowhunter under-leveled, under-equipped. Not the greatest sign. We still get a TC pretty early. plus the Berserker upgrade to make them a little tankier. Happy so far, pure dominance.
They're gonna try to steal the item here. Is he going for the last hit as well? That might land him in a surround. Nope. Got the item though. Gets a ring. That's quite good. Double ring to have, especially for TC and perhaps even for Blade.
Still, he would love to have more damage, of course. The big red numbers are what's supposed to bring him the victory later on, especially when orcs get their orb. TC out, Tauren out, a lot more ground control now.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then, of course, is opting for the late game. The longer the game goes, the higher level, the more tech, the better it is for the orc normally. Right now with 2-1-1, he's not looking that amazing on the heroes, and it's not the biggest map ever, so not that many creeps to go around. Happy taking camps away from the enemy side, taking camps away from the middle of the map. This is very smart creeping by Happy, using the strength when he knew he could get away with it.
And Ghoul Frenzy and Destroyer timing around the corner. Dark Ranger added as well. Scroll of the Beast and no Dispel against it. Already high damage output on that undead army will make it even better. 25% of course. Shadowhunter not level 3. Blade Master not level 3. TC not level 2. But the cow is a tanky one.
Happy with the next big creep camp. Red camp going to him. DK getting closer to level 4 already. Always a great item, a great level up to have with that upgraded aura. Scroll the Beast and Arc of Reincarnation. Lyn still needs a lot of time. More creeping, more levels, also more items. Got a crucial piece here now. Invoke Potion. Very necessary.
Invo Potion on the blade steals that away from DK Lich. Has an Ankh, of course. Also, new dust on Happy. But finally, some time for Shadowhunter and TC to creep to get more control in. Pulverize ready.
Wow. Look at this TC. Giga Tank TC. This is amazing. 11 armor and evasion. He is going to be a premium frontliner.
I like that he's distributing a little to basically counter Orb of Corruption. I don't think you need 13 armor. Like 10 is already good. Happy clearly outcrapped Lyn. He's trying to catch up now. Level 2 crit essential for these fights.
That should be reached here in a moment. Wait, what? Was away from the creep camp.
Yeah.
Just to return. There we go. That's level 3 finally. Lyn still doesn't really want to fight yet. Doesn't have level 3 Shadowhunter yet.
We have a speed scroll. We do one destroyer. Gotta be careful to not get that dispelled as the armies are gathering. Thank you, Consti, for the tier 2 YouTube support. Much love, mate.
Speed scroll pop now. Rest of the berserkers get away, but one has fallen, and Happy's gonna claim the next creep camp. Running away with experience here. Lich now almost level 3 already. Lyn still has an uphill battle ahead.
Gets a Kodo. 4 more damage. This lack of Shadowhunter 3 hurts big time. No walkers either. This camp gives him level 2 heal wave. Can't think of level 2 stomp, of course, but at least the heal wave is ready. No TP though. How long will this orc base stand? We do have cement and the Kodo is microed back. That's nice. Bit of piercing damage as well. Full fortification on Lyn as he has the orb. The shop is not that necessary at the moment.
Pretty good fighting position here for Lyn with the undead taking a little damage from the structural defense already. Burrow surprisingly might be able to hold as well. The Kodo is out and the upgrade is close to getting finished.
Lyn got a Zeppelin. Love that. To break the focus fire, to reposition units. We don't have web. That's a lot of freedom in the air. Shop rather cheap with the resources Lyn has banked up. Happy expansion. Right hand side.
Yeah, that seems to make sense on paper quite a bit. If the orc is investing so much into defense, then, well, you can just go for your own expansion, especially when you're feeling strong on the map and are holding on to that map control. Big level up here now as well for the Lich. Now only one big level up is missing for Happy. That's the Dark Ranger 3. And he's not even far away from that.
He's also...
Oh, if the blade gets a cancel here, that would be so big.
Far away
Huge
from
moment in the
this.
game.
Exactly. Going for the Acolyte first. That might save Happy the time here. Okay, does he have enough damage now against the Haunted? I don't think so, but at least he got the info.
A player's forces
It
are
was
under
about to
attack.
arrive. I guess Lin, respecting his opponent, feeling he can't get the cancel, at least get that Acolyte. And if there's an expansion up for the Undead, Orc can try to go for a tiny Great Hall. If he can get away with it, that's always the question. Can you get away with the tiny? Looking at the supply count right now, it's looking a bit dodgy.
Not the ideal timing, is it? Happy 16 food ahead, Lin 700 gold. This is, of course, the exact amount of money you need for the tiny. Double invuln. He has to make a choice now. Be very aggressive and push into upkeep and give Happy some time so his expansion pays off. Or Expo himself. Happy has one dust less left. No shade.
1,000 gold on Lin. No tiny.
And he has to attack at some point. Oh, the pressure is rising, man. Ooh. One big attack towards the Expo. Has to, right?
I mean, he's going for adept training. This is going to slow down production even more. I think he has to tiny. He can't attack in time.
But how is he defending?
With thoughts and prayers.
Under attack.
Oh, those haven't worked in a long time.
Alright, here's the tiny. Peons are sliding over. Lumber again for Lin isn't looking amazing. Got a lot of Berserkers queued. Adept training for one walker. Trying to crucially dispel that silence.
I'm a bit worried about the damage of Lin. Like, Blade Master purely under-equipped, no Wyvern, 5 Headhunters only.
Yeah, Happy springing the trap. This is a terrifying push that he's gonna go for right here. Expo for him is mining. Happy can then reproduce easily. But if Lin can hold somehow, he might win this game.
We need some Orc magic here. The TC with the big Stomp Scroll, the Beast, of course. This is the deciding fight in game 1.
First Horn taken out right away. If the Dark Ranger kills them, of course, there's no corpses. Not that it matters when there's no master training. TC landing good stomps in the back, but the Undead army doesn't seem to care. TC got level 3. He's so tanky with these items, but he's being ignored. That seems to be the right call. Is the Berserkers dying instead? Skeletons being raised from those kills, and Happy's getting a lot of pickups here early on. We're relying on the blade to do the damage. You pointed it out, his inventory really isn't the best, and the damage does not seem to be enough. Happy is carving through this army like a knife through hot butter. And Lin is about to lose this position, his expansion, and this game.
Shadowhunter under fire, silence as well, can't heal himself. We need big red numbers, but they aren't that big. Blade Master is dead, and so is Lin on game 1 with Avada Kedavra on that Shadowhunter. Happy performing as an Emperor should perform. Pretty clear dominance, start to finish. And in the last fight, Lin again at some point started to attack the Fiends. This is a grudge I hold in these fights. What does it really do? Attack the statues, attack the Destros, find space for the Walkers and the Spirit Link, but Fiends, not the target that I think is correct.
I was thinking Lin was going to be very dangerous, Life as well, and Fortitude as well, and Happy, obviously. With Life and Lin, we've now become a lot less sure about that proposition, but Fortitude still seems to be mostly reliable.
Yeah. And instead we got the Labbies with the standout performance. We got strong Infies back. We got some good results here. Second half of Starbuck was also very impressive. 1-2-0 playing up to the hype, of course. Hype! Hopefully there is enough hype here. We got this super annoying creep drag by Happy. This is costing so much time. Another Windwalk has to be invested. Item picked up. Lin needs some claws, but again, he only finds rings.
Not the ideal start, really. Happy creeping a bigger camp right away, going for the shop creep. Went for a Dust of Appearance again. I feel like for a long time, he didn't purchase Dust trying to save that money.
Yeah.
But nowadays wants to be on the safer side against Blade Master, who's showing up for the steal. Would be a big one to get, and Lin claims it. That slows down level 2 for the DK. That's a little win already.
Okay. Nice to see this punished. We've seen that versus Colorful as well. This was the 4-minute win of Lin versus Colorful. before you got a 4-minute loss, unfortunately, on Echo Isles. But yeah, reading creep routes is of course an indicator that Lin is putting in the hours, knows exactly what his opponent is doing, and trying his best to prevent that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here, it was very nice, dodging some ghoul blocks along the way, but Happy can save this ghoul most likely, if not for a deep base dive.
Trying to force a coil maybe, but not even that is successful. The base is built well, the Blade Master cannot follow. This one last seal, by the way, already means that the green into natural will not quite be enough for level 3 Death Knight, so just one creep steal here has serious consequences.
Nice control by Happy on that blade. 2 ghouls and the DK. Always around the blade. He is an agility hero, he has high armor. But Happy, so good, man, so good. And he finds the double claws that the Blade Master would love to have.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very powerful Lich right out the box.
A player's forces are under attack.
As the DK is even using coils aggressively here, realizing there's only one heal cell left. Oh, if you use another coil, yeah, that means the Blade has to go all the way back home to get some more cells.
So much map presence by Happy once again. That was the foundation to the win on map 1. And it's looking good for map 2 again. Gets the slippers, dude. As if he needed that. It's just, if it's insult to injury if that Blade Master checks the inventory of the DK.
In this game, there might be no good carrier for that if Happy sticks with his counter Wyvern style the way he's been playing for a long time, which is Alchemist. 1-0, for example, hasn't been doing that. He's been going lots of Fiends and Dark Ranger, and possibly even Banshees late game. But Happy has had his own style for a long time with the Alchemist and the Gargs. I wonder if he's going to stick with that here again.
I highly doubt that. I think I've only seen it once recently, and that was an easy victory. Excuse me?
He called the wrong ghoul. He lost a ghoul, Neo.
Unbelievable. Okay, little bit of an advantage here. Shadowhunter can start creeping now. Yeah, I think Happy is very much on a somewhat modified Dovak build with ghouls into Fiends and then still Dark Ranger. That would be at least alongside his recent plays.
Blade Master playing a very sacrificial role here. Only level 1. 0 bonus damage. Not even a circlet.
Oh, he's gonna get the Boots of Keltalas here. Oh, he needs another Hex. Oh, he needs to reposition. Boy, oh boy, that creeping is not going too well. Bit busy with the Blade Master, I guess. Continuing to control the DK, who did not make it to 3. Slaughterhouse will maybe be... Oh, will it be cancelled? Wait, we need some stutter stepping here. Got it. Shadowhunter pulls the Wildkin to the natural. This is extreme, but nice to not put him in the base, I guess. What the hell is up with these creeps? They are so lost. Like Battle.net forum posters.
Oh, you finally got him. How long did that take?
Forever.
Was that like a full 60 seconds? Not the most efficient time-wise. It looks like your call was spot on. It is no gargoyles anymore. It is Fiends that should be Dark Ranger. I feel like when you play Fiends, you should always also have one of negation. So good against Hex. But Happy don't want to spend that money.
Not yet, at least. You might know that there's a bit of creeping phase coming up. And then when he grabs the orb, maybe that's the time for that. Envenom Spears online. Lin has somewhat a strong phase ahead. Creeps the first middle camp, creeps the second middle camp, uncontested. Happy rather passive as he's lining up the web and the Fiends and a health stone here. Ring of the Archmagi, of course, nice, but this Blade Master is still nowhere near where we need it.
Couple creep camps still to try your luck on. But yeah, so far, RNG hasn't been amazing for Lin, that much is certain. As we are teching to tier 3, Lin is there already, going for a TC and Kodos, not just pure Wyvern, okay.
More damage. When you lack damage, you need more damage. Interesting to see that Happy is not going a single Garg for scouting and maybe faking. Maybe he's of the opinion that everybody knows the plays and that that Garg will not be confusing Lin here. Finds the Scroll of the Beast, can be somewhat solid, but I guess Happy's Dispel should be on time as well. At least it's damage, right? We're talking about damage, he gets damage, we shall not complain.
A player's forces are under attack.
And again, going for heavy fortification. Tower reinforced and spiked barricades.
Spikes
Happy
on the way
creeping
too.
in the center. He does have the Wand of Negation now. I wonder, by the way, couldn't you just skip destroyers entirely and just buy wands?
Hope of Annihilation is quite nice against clumped up Wyvern, and for the burst damage it might be necessary.
A player's forces are under attack.
But if you don't make destroyers, you can just make more fiends. More fiends, also more damage, Neo. Really said now.
Yeah, but fiends die relatively fast, as so do destroyers. Maybe it's also about positioning.
The town is under siege.
But yeah, an over-reliance on destroyers is clearly noticeable. We got one little dive into the base, but it's only, you know, a tiny bit of a ghoul. And now Lin is far away from the main, where Happy is striking and kills the shot before Orb of Lightning.
I'm gonna run on home. Would have loved to catch some reinforcements. Just got the one ghoul in the main base. Happy's army here, honestly, not that big. Maybe Lin has a good chance of taking a good fight here. Hexes and Dispels are gonna be important.
Shadowhunter dead immediately. Healthstone on the blade, Invul on the TC. Shadowhunter naked, silence, killed. And with that, where's the healing coming from? Lin is focusing on the statues now. It might just be too late. He can produce again, but it's only one Wyvern at the time. He's aiming for the statues, but goddamn, Happy is just annihilating this quote-unquote army.
The last fiend, at least. The coil there was a little bit too late. Lin getting a bunch of kills, but he lost 2 heroes. Blade Master Herd will survive with that Healthstone. Happy, to be honest, lost a lot as well. Hold on. Happy's way down in supply.
Careful now, buddy. We used the Healthstone already. The Wyvern, can they carry the weight of this match? The wand is gone, but getting these heroes back, man, in a hero focus matchup, I think that hurts more than just losing army.
It also means the TC now is not creeping for a long time. Blade locking in the level 4 is nice. But still no claws, dude. This Blade Master, he had one item on his Christmas wish list, Neo. It was Claws of Attack. And Santa has been ignoring him. Maybe he was a naughty boy.
Pretty sure. Oh man, I mean, Blade Master's getting levels, okay, but I mean, he had crit before, and crit is not that important if you don't have the items to boost it. 15 seconds till Shadowhunter. TC will then, of course, come back soon as well. TC died with an Invo Potion, by the way. Not great.
Oh, he's gonna have it for the next time at least, you know?
True.
Also seems like one ring should certainly be on the TC. Master has a lot of armor already. Getting a ton of experience as well. Okay, Claws plus 12, baby. Let's go. One time. Never mind. Book of Flame's also pretty good against Fiends, though.
For the TC, quite amazing indeed. Shadowhunter is level 3 already. On the other side, 4-3, 2 heroes. Gets a little bit of evasion now. And a Temple of the Damned. Happy, by the way, did what you suggested. Skipped destroyers up until now. Upgrade is halfway. I think it's in a bit of a comfort zone now. Raiders are coming, which of course you can't dispel anyway. Red spot for Happy. Lin might have a chance to jack here.
Heroes are converging. Blade, Shadow, TC, all are back again. TC level 1. Still doesn't have Stomp, of course. Book of Flames, by the way, was sold. Oh wait, there's no Orb of Lightning yet. There's no Purge against these statues possible.
Yep.
Normally first hit Purge, of course, as we know.
Well, he had to invest quite a bit to get the heroes back. No Tavern Revive. And also purposefully not going for it now, as he needs a bit more armor. Fiends are melting. Destroyer saved with a little bit of Dispel here. Nasty Nova onto pretty much everything. And Web is online. This time the focus on the statue looks a lot better. Regen is gone.
Fight start for Lin so far. Took out a Fiend right away and also got in the Devour. Next Fiend being picked off. Happy's losing units left and right. Happy may have to hope for a hero kill now. He's going for the Shadow Hunter, but Immo Potion is transferred. Lin having a very good engagement right here, but Happy's close to the main base with fast reinforcements. Then the Fiend comes in with the web, but it is going to be going down again. Big level ups for Lin. Now he's got the Stomp.
Shadow Hunter, of course, gone. No more healing in this one. Nova hits the Wyvern really good. TC hits the Stomp, but Happy dodges with an invul. Frame perfect. Oh, snap. Coil aggressively to take out the Wyvern, showing confidence that there is an escape route. Do we have another Stomp? We do, but not enough damage thanks to the Frost Armor. Great save by Happy. This could have gotten way worse.
Back at home, Happy can heal up quickly. Not using that Ritual Dagger. Okay, buying it, not using it. That's a bit weird. That means Lin is going to get the next red camp as well, I think. Can he finally get some damage for this Blade Master?
Ooh, can he get the...
or Claws plus 12 would be really good.
Can he get the camp? Is another question, dude. TC's gotta run. We got, okay, Hood of Cunning for at least a bit more agility, for a bit more damage. Can he save everything? Happy has no Nova currently.
Wyvern, you gotta run. Or in your case, rather, fly. That one gets away. Should get away. Kodo, not so much. Going for the DK, though.
Oh boy, does he have the damage? He needs the big red numbers. Where is Lin's Sane Sword? It is cooled down by the life-saving Frost Armor again.
Now Happy's levels are looking really good. 4, 4, 3. Healing up as well with the Ritual Dagger. The synergy between the Dark Ranger and the Dark Ritual, of course, wonderful. Lin falling back behind his static defenses, waiting for the Shadow to return. Not the worst position for Lin, though. He's got a level 5 Blade Master finally. He got an agi item finally there. Hood of Cunning. It is not super amazing, but it is still some damage, and with that, it's welcome.
Damage is damage. You know what would also give damage? An Orb of Lightning, but he can't afford it right now. Lin is again going rather heavy into Kodos. I'm not the biggest fan of this myself, but harder to nuke, of course. This is a way to reduce the number of skeletons, but for the next fight we're gonna have the Banshees up that were missing last fight, if I remember correctly. And then, as nice as the Agi is, we're gonna have big damage mitigation on that blade via Curse.
Then looking for a catch. Ooh, taking out the Banshee right away with Hex would be huge if he can prevent the curse. Not yet applied.
Reveal. Hex. Oh, nuke on the Shadow. This time he's using the potion, finally. But there's another nuke coming, is it not? He needs to hold on to the silences off. The Fiends are again webbing like crazy. Heal what is there. We got the orb. We go for the statues and the 250 crit.
Yeah, double devour. The Fiends are gone. Only one is left, but that one's getting picked off. Finally, the Orb of Lightning is kicking in. Big critical strike. Level 5 Blade Master ready to take over.
Okay, can he get another statue? Sacrificial Pit is coming. That's not too meaningful here. Heal Wave ready. Oh my, perfect time against the Nova. 272!
Eats the Fiend to get some mana at least. Happy now, struggling. Lin looking fantastic in this game. And he's got the Torrent Totem up, by the way. He could add in Torrents right now. He's going for Master Training first. Lin feels that he has the lead. And I think Happy, in this fight and in the last one, he made 2 mistakes. That was getting the Fiend devoured. Just vanilla. There was no end snare, no stomp, no nothing. Small micro mistakes that get punished quickly by the opponent.
By the way, when did he get the orb?
Maybe the TC brought it, I'm not sure. Shadowrunner brought it. Somebody?
Someone in chat said the TC had the orb before. Did something happen with the orb and we missed it? That you can rewind, you can tell us what happened with the Orb of Lightning. It is time for a Tiny now. That should tell Lin that there's a shade. Happy scouts against it. Don't get him though.
He forgot he had the dust on the TC.
The TC dropped it in front of the Undead base, but Blade Master didn't pick it up. Oh, damn.
Whoa. All right. Well, the Tiny Great Hall is now up. and Happy now has to go all in. Level 5 Blade Master has always been the bane of Undead's existence. It was a slow early game, but Lin stayed in there. Despite many losses, he got return kills. And it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise. The other two heroes were dead. Blade was getting solo experience, and now he's reaping the rewards with all that damage potential.
We are ungodly close to a level 3 TC, by the way. Invo Potion, love it. Happy, of course, as always, super hero focused. Is this defense enough, though? More Wyvern, Pulverize. Lin is extremely conservative when it comes to spending mana. Want to remind everyone again that if Happy wants to win the group today, he needs a 3-0. That is a tough task now.
Yeah, looking very, very hard to pull off. Blade Master in the back of the Undead army. He is revealed, though. There is a Shade here. Would have liked to see that Shade, I think, even a little bit earlier this game. Baits out the Coil Nova. Can be healed up easily. Shadowhunter has a lot of mana. Close to the Orc main base. Taurens are joining in a moment. Here comes the TC with the stomp. No, never mind. There's a silence. Disenchant. Could remove that, but not being done yet. Invo Potion popped on the Blade Master very early. That was a bit preemptive if you ask me, but still Happy losing lots of units. Blade Master, though, has to survive and will survive. Heatwave finds him, Blade falling back, and Happy losing units fast.
There's no Banshees anymore, there's no Curse anymore. Can he heal the Blade Master somehow? Raiders falling quickly, Destroyers taking care of that as well. TC in the middle of it all. Lich might be up for grabs here, but without the Blade Master, damage is missing left and right. Here he comes, here's the Stomp, going for the Destroyer again, and then we have Spirit Link, and how do you kill this Orc army with Spirit Link?
This is Sparta! 300 crit right there, looking for another kill. The Blade Master having a fantastic game now. Damage by him must be looking good in this game. Happy with the Invo Potion, trying to hold on to the heroes, but he has lost too much and loses. Map 2.
Happy is not ascending to the grand final here today. Lin is fighting after being slaughtered by Labby just 10 days ago in an utter catastrophe. He's back in shape, competing with the best.
All right, springtime, gonna be Happy's map pick. This is where Happy is expected to do quite well. I can still recall that game they played in the Don't Force Me Cup season finals. Happy here played a super amazing aggressive tempo mid-game, never allowing Lin to creep anything, never allowing him to get the necessary levels, hounding him across the map. I imagine this is going to be the goal here once again. Very clearly, what the Orc is looking for is high-level late game. Rely on a strong Blade, Shadow, TC, and Happy's going to try to prevent that as much as he can. And I'm going to try to get some water real quick. Be right back.
Put his rogue in, of course. Hey, there we go. On this map, 1-0 hard countered Lin. I'm super curious about this early game. Is Lin going for crit again? Hoping that Happy is misreading this. Is he creeping? No, he's aggressive. That's the lesson learned from the 1-0 game, as it seems. Oh, he is creeping with the sidestep Windwalk. Oh, and Happy might have a wrong idea. He will scout for... Oh, he doesn't have dust. Oh, the way they play around each other is so nice. Usually Happy always goes for dust. Now he's investing his coils to speed things up. Blade Master, Gloves of Haste, at least a little bit of DPS. And now, where are we going? This is rather vanilla in the regard that we are contesting the middle. This is then level 2 for the DK if he gets the entire camp. But it's level 2 prevented if you just steal one creep. Happy with the coil. One more, and the Blade Master is revealed. Not in time, and that's a big win for Happy early on. Who again? There's the items again, man. Mantle and Claws. He has a secret keyboard combination. You know, in Stormgate, you can pick a reward if you win a Stormgate battle. Happy must have the same for items in this game. It is mental how good his items are. Blast it again. Blade reacts a bit too early. Can't really go for it. Now we put the damage on the DK to get at least something done. But with Unholy Aura ready, nothing's possible here. Happy just way too precise in these creep battles. Always got the perfect amount of ghouls. Always got the perfect clicks. People have tried to do that against him with Fast Ears, with Blade, with anything. And Lin stands there empty-handed. Beautiful, beautiful early game, but a very effective early game for Lin as he's not investing anything. Has 1,000 gold. Shadowhunter, Wyvern, all coming. And on Happy's side, of course, tech is unfolding, but half a tech behind. Lin again has to do some heavy lifting with the Wyvern, similar to how he did it versus on Autumn Leaves. And now, creep again. Lin bought the dust, sold it already. Good catch, Lie Guy. Yeah, there's no angle really, except the DK. So it has to be the fast tech once again. Double Rex, Shadowhunter, as one is used to.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hey, forces Happy away from the creep camp. I think that's good. Slows down the level 3 even more. Happy not going to be able to get that next item. Has to take things a bit slower, a bit safer at the green. Decent Blade Master start so far.
Right on. And a circuit was bought as well. That's one of the little investments here. We use a bit more dust. It is on cooldown now, but Blade Master, of course, also revealed. So, Happy. Oh, Ghoul gets the coil, but that's the second last one. And every defensive coil is obviously an offensive coil. So, it's not the worst early game for Lin, I'd say.
I like this quite a bit.
Player's forces are under
DK now low mana. About to hit that level 3 though, just as the Shadowhunter comes out. But if the Shadowhunter can go for this Hex creep and finish it without the DK interfering, that is pretty good already. That's better than on some other worse maps that we've seen before.
Right on. Happy is scouting for the shop. This is not where Lin is going. Nice creep route adjustment. Has to make sure, of course, that the burrows don't kill the Sasquatch.
There's an Acolyte. Did he just make that, or is that the Scouting Acolyte?
No, the Scouting Acolyte is at the shop. He has 7.
He's expanding.
With Lich Gargs.
And 1 of Negation. I think that makes sense.
What? Tier 2 Expo, dude? What?
Tier 2 expansion, hell yeah. If Lin scouts this fast enough, he could just go for a tiny Great Hall counter. He's about to reach tier 3. Happy's going to be pretty weak here for a while, investing so much into this expansion. But if Lin doesn't spot it quickly, he's going to fall far behind in gold. Maybe a bit of a gamble by Happy right here.
Battlenet tactics, man. The Wild West of Warcraft. Happy is marching across, trying to contest this camp. Is a little bit too late. We got a big Invul Potion. And especially if you commit the Blade Master a little bit to Haunted Gold Mines, Invul Potion can be massive! Coil Nova kill? Out of nowhere. Rip, dude.
Shadowhunter biting off a bit more than he could chew. And that's not good in a game like this, where it's really important not to fall behind.
And you know
when
what?
Your opponent is expanding.
He found the Periapt of Vitality at the mercenary camp and he sold it. And then Happy comes in for the snipe, dude.
town is under siege.
Can he cancel the expo? Maybe. Happy scouts it with the Garg, but perhaps he can still commit to it.
It's only 2
That cost
Gargs.
him the game, though.
It's only 2 Gargs. And we got a bat.
It's also Coil Nova, though.
Pretty good, I heard.
Yeah, can't go for it. Lin has to get a tiny down. Sooner rather than later.
Alrighty, for that he needs 400 gold. Creeping helps with that. Of course, huge lost time when it comes to the air. And he keeps Happy pinned at the bottom left-hand side, so no progress on the Lich.
Yeah, that's a good move. Feigning aggression down here. Baiting in the Gargoyle as well. There's one Bad Rider locked and loaded. And the Wyvern can annoy these Acolytes back here as well. Okay, Lin is a master of patience and not dragging out the game and looking for the late game win condition. Can you find that again?
Someone clearly didn't watch the game 5 versus Colorful.
A player's forces
That
are
was just a
under
day
attack.
off, Neo. Don't worry. Lin is the god gamer. He's back to his winning ways, I'm sure.
Ooh, we get a Raider transition early. No TC to save some money. And of course, this is a tier 2 expansion, but that also means that Happy won't have tier 3 for a long time, no third hero for a long time, no orb for a long time, no frenzy for a long time, and we also have no armor upgrades. These Gargs can be batted rather quickly.
Here's the tiny Great Hall coming up. If we just go 2 base, I think Lin might be even favored in the end. 2 base tends to go towards the late game. Late game, high level heroes, lots of tech, and especially high level heroes, normally something that the Orc finds himself favored with.
Do you want to start a speech again? How every game should be 2 base?
It should be. The best meta possible.
Isn't 3 base better than 2 base?
It's pretty nice, but not possible on every map.
Happy
Yeah,
starts.
Happy now is just going to play defense until he reaches tier 3. Still a ways to go for that, but...
Dude, Sylvie Mask, Ring of Protection, Claws, Big Invul, and Mantle. This item luck is just unparalleled. These items won't help with the bats though. Coil Nova on 2 different targets. That's not a kill, but it is a kill on Lin's side, who snagged a Garg out of the air pretty much right away. Qbert would be proud about that early radar. And a lot of mana spent, but no kills.
Good thing he's got that Sobi, I guess. Ooh, statue. That is the best kill you like to find.
Dude, the value raider here, man. That is mental.
Especially when you're playing from map control advantage, Raider's so good for finding pickoffs, forcing fights when you like. When you're behind, then a couple of ensnares oftentimes don't do anything. But yeah, magically, Lin finds himself ahead, even though he expanded later. The magic of Tiny Great Hall.
We get a TC, we get Kodos. Happy is now finishing his tier 3 in 10 seconds. Going for armor upgrades. I am very surprised to see that Garg style, man. It didn't look good at all. Can he connect? Oh, he does. Big damage, but I guess not enough. We don't have an orb yet. And good control on these Gargs, ripping apart a Wyvern. But on the other side, Lin gets a statue, and I'd say that's the higher value target again.
Very important here to get pickoffs. The Raider has fallen as well, but the statue now really huge because Happy is not regenning mana. Happy is level 4 DK though with the Sobi Mask, and that is strong, and is finally reaching his own tier 3. I wonder, what third hero is he going for? Right now, Dark Ranger is not really good against Wyvern, but I suppose later we might be going into Torrents, and then Dark Ranger is real good.
Yeah, that's a tricky question. Dreadlord. Bro, Happy cooking.
Is he going Sleep Aura? That would be so dope.
Oh, I think his playstyle is way more Carrion Swarm. Carrion Swarm has an insane range. I think it's Carrion Swarm.
Aura here. He's got guards and ghouls. Perfect setup for aura play. In we go with the gargoyles, forcing the heal scroll on the Wyvern right away. There are seriously Bat Riders missing right now. Lin though kiting back.
Statue has arrived. Every orb should be a kill here. The lack of Bat Riders is noticeable, as you say. Supply-wise, little bit of a lead for Lin. And we'll have the answer. It is sleep first. Okay, the battle of your preferred skill build versus my preferred skill build. I want to see the Carrions.
I would like to see Sleep and Aura. And maybe if he gets level 3, 4, then retrain. But low-level Carrion Swarm is just garbage.
I don't know if there's any breaking points, to be honest. Where you kill like 2 units with the Carrion Swarm level 1 after a Coil Nova.
If Happy has played Direct Strike, he will know how good the Aura can be. Do you think
Sure.
Happy ever played a game of Direct Strike?
Dude, that's a... he would only play Direct Strike if there's a one-on-one mode.
And if that's prize money. Lin's supply lead, by the way.
I love the statue snipes here. Sleep against the blade. No dispel against it. Bat comes in. Takes one Garg out, but air superiority might go to Happy still. We don't have destroyers, by the way. Blade is free again. The Wyvern kiting by Lin is gorgeous.
Taking a few gargoyles here, but still some in the air. Happy has lost some supplies, so has Lin. Peons could be very exposed at the expansion. We do not have reinforced defenses, so this burrow is going to go down real quick. Now we finally have destroyers.
Oh, Lin investing into units right before the burrow falls. That's nice. Another Garg down. Air units might be sniped. We have another bat trying to snipe against that, but it connects. 3 Wyverns still up. Another bat with a double kill.
They're going to TP out now, trying to escape for losing too much. Some more ghouls are falling, and Happy down to 50 supply. Making lots of money right now, but seemingly Lin got a lot more kills.
That's right. Catching up in total value. Happy still has a lot of items. The wand, the mana potion, the invul potion first and foremost. There's a lot of creeps still to get. On the right-hand side, especially with Mercenary Camp, into red, into lab even. And Happy is, of course, perfect coverage. 2 shades is an investment, of course. More Gargs. Has to resupply Gargs big time. Lost quite a bit of that. And 3 Kodos. Did they eat? No. Bellies are all empty.
Red Camp is clearly going to be the next big prize. Big Master very close to level 4. TC close to level 3. This game is looking really good for Lin. This Dreadlord, very underleveled still. If he ever gets 3, he's going to be strong, but we're not there yet. Not by a long shot.
Dude, Happy's getting creep jacked at the red spot this entire tournament. Labby 1-0. Now Lin is doing the same. Heal wave at the ready. Is there enough damage? There's no sleep this time.
Master looking for kills in the back. Wyvern also taking some damage. Dakota Beast
SH.
actually doing some good piercing. Yes, Shadowhunter. Very hurt. Death Knight also low HP. Heroes in trouble.
The sleep is back and stops the blade. There's still a statue regening for a little bit. It's all about the heroes now. Spirit Link on the Wyvern, nuke on the Shadow. Lin is running away. Can he get some kills here? TC level 3, Lich in trouble, Invul Potion. Gargs, Destroyers all still there. Coil Lich back up.
Lord in serious trouble as well. Lin still holding on to that supply lead. Up by 10 roughly. Up by even more with him taking out the Destroyer.
Oh man, Happy and no upkeep. Big lead now, and shop control if he wants to fall back. There's Invul Potion, Seal Scroll, both available. Snacks it immediately. Mass Raiders coming in. These end snares are worth so much gold, man. It's nuts. And this time, Happy, no potions after the fight anymore. Feels confident, though, to approach the red spot again, but the illusion on the Blade Master sees it coming.
Don running back home, trying to get clarities and mana potions. Great showing by Lin here. Good to see him back in shape.
Lin smelling blood in the water. Shade sees it coming though. Happy retreating. The double shade technology. Omnivision.
TC low mana, by the way. If he doesn't get past this mana potion, then he could be a little bit underwhelming against the ghouls. Happy going for ghoul upgrades. And more ghouls.
Yeah.
No Ilmodal unhappy anymore is very scary.
Yeah. Posturing up on the right-hand side lane was great. Got crit level 2, got the heal wave, got the mana potion as well. We got the Hood of Cunning once again, by the way, for a little bit of extra damage.
Plus 10 agi. That's quite strong. Plus 25 damage on the blade. This can be some big crits indeed. And look how quickly the Magnetor goes down. Next big item.
Who says Orc don't have damage anymore? Item on the ground, right? It's still on the ground. It's the Helm of Valor. Pick it up, brother. Oh man, he has to take the fight. Happy gets the item. That would have been so good. Blade Master is asleep again. Destroyers might disappear quickly if Lin plays it right.
Less of appearance being used as well. The TC has no mana. No stomps from the TC right now. These ghouls are having an absolute frenzy field day. Happy going for a heal scroll as well. Huge value. This is the way Direct Strike is played. So many ghouls taking damage at the same time, enjoying the aura. Low mana is the problem, but the Lich is also so close to falling.
TC, can he block? Can he do something? It's there. Boom, backstab, Lich down. GG! Lin takes wins back to back on Happy's losers map.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Interesting game, really cool back and forth. The 2-base, very fun. But once again, I think it rings true. The longer the game goes, the higher level, the better it is for the Orc. And I imagine Happy is regretting not going for the one-base play, not going for the contain, aggressive play, controlling the map, but rather giving Lin a lot of time, a long leash with his own expansion.
Hello, viewer. You are watching the Dolphin Warcraft Super League, an amazing tournament with 200 matches over 2 months where 15 players are competing for $28,000. To be able to broadcast this, we had to acquire the broadcasting rights from the sponsor and organizer. We gladly did this because it's peak content and just an amazing competition. We had to pay from our own pockets though, and if you like what we do and if you like that we bring you the games free of charge, then you can help us make it worth it. At backtowarcraft.com/support, you find all the ways to support it, whether that's a Twitch sub or a YouTube membership or a dono or a Patreon, or just grab a little bit of our merch in the stream description. Thank you for your attention, and now have fun with the games. Happy with his back against the wall. 2 losses in the group stage for the Emperor are surely a possibility. I can tell you, Happy spawning in the bottom left-hand side. Lin upper right. I think that is a solid position if you're Lin and if you're playing one base. Not that easy for Happy then to cut off the shop. But yeah. Tell us all about the build that people are now seeing, Remo.
Happy went for a delayed barracks to have a faster hero. I'm not sure if there's a huge advantage to this. Seems like he's got lower lumber. In fact, his second lead is looking a little bit late. As Lin already on the way to tier 3. Very interesting base build, by the way. 2 burrows very far up front. Wants to have those ready for a possible defense against ghoul push, I imagine. As the Blade Master is again trying to slow down Happy's level 3 creeping. And that is again a success, by the way. Not going to reach level 3 here too early.
And for once, he also gets early damage items. Circlet from the shop, of course, but also the slippers. Really nice. 1.2 on the blade. Illusion stolen as well. That's all value. Of course, Happy loves to sell items and make use of that market. And every item that can be sold is nice for that playstyle. So far again, no crazy steals. We got one more here. It's not a horrendous early game or anything. If he gets the Magi, there it is. But Happy playing around the Blade Master nicely. Blade Master playing around the ghouls nicely. And we are getting closer at the 5:30 mark. I'm pretty sure now there's the sync.
Happy again going for the gargoyles, going back to what he trusts. The fiends didn't quite work out the way he was hoping.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both scouting each other here, trying to find out if they can be aggressive or if they want to get away with some more creeping. Understandably, Happy here wants to creep one more camp to get that level 3, locking that in at the Arachnid. He has not gotten too much damage items just yet. He also wants some.
That's right, for once, but what he got is the Ring of Regen, and that is always fantastic against this chip damage. Blade Master got the Ring of the Archmagi once again. Super nice, +3 on everything. +4, +3, +3. And Wyvern are coming for damage. So far, no tier 2 expo anymore. That's put to the shelf again. Has to be a possibility, of course, so Lin has to be on the watch for that.
Both players scouting with Wand of Illusion here. Happy knowing where the opponent is, gonna take that little bit of room and creep the Magi away from the enemy side. So we got both Magi's, but I guess no claws +8. Nope, Pendant and Ring of Regen. Decent items, but not the nuts. As Lin also keeps creeping. He's got very good items on the Blade Master. He's already decked out. He's gonna have an Invuln and an Orb of Lightning later, and that's it. This Blade Master is already looking good.
Not to forget about that big mana potion. Lots of hex, lots of heal wave. And yeah, finally the damage, man. The damage numbers will be crazy. Lin is finding answers in the mid game. Lich brought the wand again to disrupt some hex plays here early on against the Gargs. When it's about these air battles, it's always a numbers game. You don't want to lose any unit early. That will tip the scale in favor of your opponent.
He sells the Healthstone, buys a Circlet. If he's going Alchemist, I feel like a Healthstone would be so damn valuable, with that being the only real source of healing for him. We're seeing a TC third. Again, heavy reinforcements coming in for Lin with reinforced defense and like barricades.
Wow, he built 4 peons so far forward. I thought it's just 2, but it's 4. It's a kingdom for sappers. If you get there.
And it's just a passive game. It's just a lot of creeping without fighting.
Yeah, you saw that creeping by Happy. He lost a ghoul.
Oh my lord.
It washed.
Cool down, but Frenzy's still coming. Destroyers as well. Soon to join. This game is looking really good for Lin, and I feel like Happy might not be aggressive enough here.
Dude,
Legion Doomhorn, another great item for Lin.
Yes!
Man.
That's crazy. If he can disengage in time here with the speed scroll, he surely can. Destroyer upgrade isn't there yet, and Dispel is only single target, of course, the item, the wand. I would go as far and say this early game, it's hard to get much better for Lin. Also the Ring of Protection.
This is looking wonderful for Lin. Absolutely. Very fast now with those speed auras. And there's still a few more camps to take. If he gets the other red cam, that would be picture perfect position. Happy has to prevent the next red cam going to the opponent.
Yeah, he has a wand. He has a ward there. So if he is in position, he can punish that. Lin sees Happy coming. Another Ring of Protection, by the way. Amazing. Level 3, pretty much perfectly in time. We got bats now. Oh, can't lose these Wyvern here. Careful, Lin.
The back, looking for the statues. Happy a little bit late with the reaction. Just gonna give this one away. Happy not protecting the back of his army.
Is he shaky? At the end of the group stage, in the clutch match for once, Blade is getting.
He doesn't have an orb, but he does have.
Blade is getting invuln for free as well. This is looking extraordinarily well for Lin, but it's a prime situation for Happy to just ruin Lin's day and turn it all around.
Big Master coming in. There's a sentry ward still here.
Also no slot to steal anything. Dark Ranger will pick it up immediately. Would have been a nice item for the TC with more strength and more int. But this is the consumable for Lin then. This might be worth more.
Sentry ward spots him. And this also means that Lin could then go for the base attack with the Wyvern, possibly. TC solo experience. Damn, even he's getting closer to 3.
Levels are nuts. Lich is not level 3, and it's hard to grab experience now as most of the map has disappeared. Heal potion, always nice against undead, everybody knows. And the disengages are very nice, but he doesn't have a TP, and he's somewhat cornered here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Has a very agile army though, so he can try to get away here pretty easily. Happy going for Banshees. Could be cancelled actually.
And very important that Lin sees it early. There's no tech tree necessary for Curse, of course. But still.
The blade again in the back. He gets another statue for free. This is always the Undead Nightmare. Great positioning by Lin. Second statue picked off, solo experience for the Blade Master.
And not only that, he also detonated and got a Garg. And as I said, numbers game. We don't have defense upgrade, only an attack upgrade for these Gargs. And destroyers, of course. Not sure if I like that choice when you know that bats are in the air.
Seems like Lin is slowly but steady making his way with his game. Patience though still being displayed. Just sitting at 50, not going for a tiny here, not taking any risks. But did such a good job here finding those pickups. And again, catches another statue.
Well, he probably can't kill it, but at least it's not with the army. One statue with the army, that is. Happy prioritizes Dark Ranger level over Lich level.
That's very strange. I think he may have forgotten that he's not level 3 yet.
Happy is never forgetting anything.
Oh, I think even he can.
Dude, Happy once told me he remembers his time in the womb.
Yeah? What was it
Yeah.
like?
Rather quiet. He didn't have mouse and keyboard. It was kind of annoying. He couldn't practice.
When if he was leaning far forward as well in there.
Jesus.
Get that head action in. Happy going into upkeep. He did still have a lot of gold.
And Lin going tiny at the same time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Skeleton Scout by Happy is mental at the bottom.
This is a good timing
right.
for Happy.
Yeah.
He's already building his army.
This is exactly what happened to Moon versus Happy. Of course, also legendary gamer. It was a bit more extreme. Moon killed his own army to get back to 50, and that's when Happy was pouncing. Couldn't have been any worse. But yeah, Happy finds good timings. But Lin, does he see that? Happy is pooling in the main. So there's no straight indicator that Happy is at 60 already.
Problem is, Happy didn't make another ziggurat. He's stuck at 60 this entire time. He was so low on lumber. Either that was the problem or he just forgot. He's got 800 gold right now that he can't really spend.
There's always items. But yeah, Lin, he has to sit on this expansion and farm, and then we're fine. And Happy is moving north despite seeing the movement earlier with the Skelly. Maybe it's just a shop trip.
Lin in the perfect position to win this game. This tower is going to be a big help. The shop is going to be a big help. There is enough time to set it all up. Happy is going for items in the center, waiting still for that ziggurat to finish. Ooh, these are valuable seconds, man, that are slipping away from him. Lin taking the supply lead.
One liability though. Blade Master critical strike, not level 2. He got Windwalk for roaming on the map, which is somewhat understandable. But the damage by the blade will not be crazy high.
Where's in the air?
Chop 3 seconds. Banshee snipe should come in early. Okay, Bat Rider in, but Destroyer's still alive. Huge damage by Happy.
But AMS, by the way, in this fight. Speed scroll active. Blade Master in trouble. Goes for the Invo Potion. Blade Master might be vulnerable for the rest of this fight, by the way. Tor now also coming in. The Orc Heroes all next to each other. They're hugging at the moment.
Blade.
And the DC looking for the next stomp.
Blade! Heal Wave Super Clutch! Oh my, he's still surrounded there. Has to go for a Windwalk. We have a Shade somewhere. Almost snipes him. Retreat! No more mana. Mana Potion, Mana Potion, Mana Potion. Ooh boy, Lin is playing this so fragile. These are some crazy, crazy narrow fights. Tower is down. Expo still stands. Lin in recovery mode. 10 food lead. Potion is on cooldown. He has to play around that. Potion was used, so no time necessary to wait for the clarities. Can Lin close it out? Blade again soaking up a lot. There's no Banshees this time.
Pitch in the front line. Stomp is absolutely wonderful on these ghouls. Big damage now going to be coming in from the Blade Master most likely.
Has no potion at all. How can he save him? He can't. Blade that, but Happy is stuck here. No TP. Stomp again. Crazy. Destroyer taken out there as well. Clutch save with the heal wave for a bit. Happy is down to 37, but he still has that strong undead heroes.
That is what's missing here right now for Happy. He's got no regen. Very low mana on the heroes. Can he do this with the Blade Master not being here? The shop now for the Orc is amazing. Mana potion, heal wave, more recovery coming in. Happy's running out of mana fast.
He's still stuck there as well. Ghouls should be taken out quickly by the Pulverize. It's just a mini Pulverize, but it is. When is the Blade Master back? 77 seconds until then. Almost 0 damage for Lin.
Looking really good for the Orc. This might be the 3-1 win. Happy looking at his next loss in this group stage. So far he only lost to Labby, but now an L is looking very, very likely.
Ooh, usually behind such a play, such an attack, you would somewhat expect the counter expansion by Happy somewhere, but he never had the lumber, he never had the resources. TC is getting close to a storm once again. Mana potion. There is no silence here. We're aiming for the Lich. Is there enough? Oh, shifting targets here. Invo potion on the DK, trying to trigger that early. 35 seconds till the blade returns. Stomp! No! Pulverize! Hex! Lin with the perfect skill rotation. 3 wins in a row. He is
so back.
And at the end of the season, after having a very tough time, it looks like he is finding his groove again. Happy, only 1 point today. Just like against Labyrinth, no win, 1 point only. And the Emperor does bleed. The Emperor now only 63 points. With that, he is likely... No, wait, 64 points. Excuse me, 64. It's looking likely that Larry's going to take first place.